Hello everyone, welcome to Zagreb. The Tournament of Peace has just finished. I will make a recap of the last round. Actually, it was very peacefully, like the name of the tournament, but let's see what happened. The main interest was in the game Bakro-Kovalenko. Actually, Bakro started with some interesting showing that he wanna play the game as a long-term game, trying to squeeze somewhere. However, this d4 knight b6 is now very topical. Actually, it was played by Swidler and some other top grandmasters. Bishop g2, bishop f5, short castle, e6, knight d2, c6. So black managed to stop white's activity. His knight on b6 is actually good enough. However, Bakro did now the move which is just a pawn sacrifice. However, taking would lead to surrendering the center. So Igor avoided and played a5 move. Very interesting move. With the point is, if white plays c5, then after knight d7 he cannot connect the pawns. What happened next? b3 was played, h6, another pawn move from the side, with the point that the bishop will be secured here. Bishop b2, knight f6, knight e5, bishop e7, and now super aggressive move from white side, f3, trying to take the center. Two bishops are quite well prepared for this pawn's raid. However, after bishop h7, e4, black was on time to play c5. Now queen e2 was necessary with a huge mess. It's very hard to assess this position. However, as Etienne is not a good shape this tournament, he played ed, and after f4 offered a draw, which was enough for Kovalenko's victory in the tournament. So he accepted. However, after short castle, he has more than normal game. So maybe in the first round he will try. Of course, then that can backfire. But as I said, the tournament standings was in favor of this decision. So what happened next? Zelčić Movsesyan. It was safe Sicilian from black side, d6. Now transposing this bishop e2 is interesting, avoiding the main line. However, after this they were in the classical Sicilian. However, white's main sharp move is bishop g5, so bishop e2 considers as a not particular dangers. After d6, so short castle, bishop e7, king h1, castles f4. Now they transpose to classical Scheveningen. However, after a4, queen c7, bishop e3, rook e8, bishop f3, black was fine. e5 takes, bishop e6, classical stuff. And here, after this move, Zelčić offered the draw. He was ninth in the final standing, so he didn't want to push too hard. Movsesyan took a third place with this draw. So what happened next was Palac-Kozhel. Kozhel was securing the second place. Palac actually played very well this tournament. However, he was lacking points. This was again safe draw offer by white in this position, rook c1. Bosio-Stevic was a really interesting game. e4, e5. Bosio was pushing, trying to get out of the last place. Stevic, with a possible win, might even become third. However, in the end, this draw secured him fourth place. d3, d6, c3, g6. After all those moves, actually knight b8, black was transposing to the Brer. Roy Lopez with tempo up at least one, because the pawn was on d3 instead of d4, which they do in one go. So d4, knight d7, knight d2, b5, bishop c2, bishop b7, great brayer from black side. And now came very strange move, knight b3. Usually they do here a4 or knight f1. White is not worse, he's maybe even still slightly better or equal, or better side of the equal position. However, after knight b3, this is a bit strange. c5 was played, d c4. Stevic could have made this move before with great position. However, he opted for bc4, trying to liquidate the pawns. And actually, white was with this a4 was important move from Marin. Knight a5. This white is better here. Queen e2, knight b5. Good transfer, exploiting this square after a5 move. However, here maybe bishop d2, and then maybe if the black plays the same, then maybe b4 is securing some advantage for white, because this bishop is out of the play. However, Bosjocic played bishop d3, and after queen d7, bishop e3, with the idea to have a block the pawns in the center and to put knight on the light square. However, here black was okay. Rook c7, knight d2 probably was better, where white still pushing. e6 takes. Now knight g5 was an option, where black, okay, it's complete mess after rook a to c8. Bishop c4 leads to nowhere after bishop d5. But however, knight e6, c4. Now knight c7 is just bad because c takes d3. Bishop f1, d3. Complete mess. Probably black is not worse. However, this is really hard to evaluate what will happen here. I expected something like this from Marin's side. However, he played rook e6. Bishop d5 was not good enough. Stevic took on f3, g takes f3, and played king f8, with the idea, of course, to try to liquidate to the only opposite square bishops without heavy pieces. King g2 or king f1 was something expected from white side. Some positional player would still squeeze a bit from this position, but Bosjocic played b4. He was not patient enough. After bishop h6, rook c2, rook c8, b takes was just a draw offer. Maybe rook c4 was still better, a little bit better for white. However, after bc4, bc5, exchange, this would lead to a complete drawish position. And the last game was Brkic Kiev. A stable game from white side, not much fun in this position. Knight c3, this is all known, this Sicilian, Berlin. Bishop g6, knight e2, everything known. Actually, after b3, black is safe enough. This was played in many games, so actually this was a last draw in the tournament. So final, let's just say the final ranking. So last place Bosjocic 3 points, Zelčić 3.5 on the 9th place, Brkic and Bakro sharing 7th place with 4 points. Inarkiev and Palac are on the 5th place with 4.5, 50%, +1 Stevic Movsesyan 5 points, and Kozul on the 2nd place with 5.5. Great tournament for Kozul, really good achievement in that years of life. And on the first place, first time in Zagreb, Igor Kovalenko, 6 points. I congratulate to the winner and the organizer. We had many special guests like Dana Reznica-Zola from Latvia, now in FIDE, also European President Chess Union, Zurab Azmaiparashvili. So it was a great tournament for us, and we will see you next year. So I'm Alojzije Janković, Grandmaster from Croatia. See you next time. Bye guys.